How's everyone doing? Welcome to U.S. history. Today we're going to be starting with our first day of material in our first unit. In our first unit, we're going to be studying colonial America. So we're going to be starting by looking at kind of the development of the colonies in America, where these people are coming from, the issues that arise, and eventually where the colonies go moving forward. So before we begin, just want to highlight some of our reminders. So the first reminder, the signed syllabus is due for homework number 1. All right, that was posted on Wednesday. Let's make sure we're getting that signed. We're reviewing it with parents and guardians, and we're getting our homework 1 grade. Also, the city announced on Thursday that we are going to be going full remote to October 1st. So everyone's going to be remote. We'll make adjustments and we'll move forward with the material we need to get through. Also, another reminder, our office hours. One of the major changes this year is that we will be doing office hours during all periods that you guys would normally be in school. So once again, I have the Zoom link posted on your Google Classroom page, along with the schedule for those office hours. So if you're unsure what time you're supposed to join those office hours for support, check Google Classroom for a reminder. So let's get into our material for today. So starting off, we have our aim and do now. So our aim, how can we identify various positive and negative reasons people emigrated to the American colonies? So why did people come to the colonies? That's really our main question today. Why did various groups from various regions arrive in the American colonies? And we're already identifying that, hey, some are going to be positive reasons, some are going to be negative. So that's what we're trying to figure out today. So for your do now, all right, I want you to pause this video and try to brainstorm what are 3 reasons people would leave or go to a new country. So try to think about it. If you maybe were in these people's shoes, what's a reason, or what are a couple of reasons why you might leave a country, or what are some reasons why you might go to a new country? So on your document, on Google Classroom, you have a space in the do now to complete this question. All right, you'll see that we also move into most days covering our fast facts. This is really where you're going to get content information. Okay, so this is going to be key information that's needed for the lesson, key information for understanding the unit and understanding U.S. history as a whole. So we'll read through it. I'll annotate it. You guys really need to understand that this information is there for you to help you with the rest of the activity. Okay, so bullet 1, historians believe that the first English settlements established in North America was by Sir Walter Raleigh in Roanoke in 1587. All right, along with 91 men, 17 women, and 9 children as the first colonists, the Roanoke colony mysteriously vanished after 3 years of settlement. So the first attempt to colonize the Americas ends up as kind of this mysterious failure. Okay, over 100 people come across the Atlantic Ocean. They arrive in modern-day Virginia. And after 3 years, this establishment kind of disappears. And there's a lot of theories out there, but the first attempt to colonize America fails. All right, we see about 20 years later, there's a second attempt in 1606 by the London Company that sends 144 men back to Virginia, where they create the first long-lasting settlement called Jamestown. There's still a Jamestown, Virginia today. And this group really struggles at the beginning. And the reason being is that this group comes looking for riches. They're trying to find gold. They're trying to find minerals that will make them rich. and they struggle to really feed themselves. Okay, so the first colonists that arrive in Jamestown are looking for riches. They struggle to kind of succeed at feeding themselves, at making a basic living. And we really only see this group start to succeed when they start to plant tobacco in 1616. All right, and tobacco starts to become a crop that these colonists can sell, they can trade, they can make money from, and they can kind of sustain the colonies. Pretty quickly after the first settlement in Jamestown, we see that the first shipment of African slaves arrives in the colonies. And this is really the start of one of the more troublesome aspects of American history. And we see for the next 250 years, enslaved Africans are really the driving economic force that allows the colonies to grow. All right, initially, slaves are used on large tobacco plantations. Then we see that cotton becomes the major cash crop of the colonies. Okay. Over time, we do see the development of other colonies in the Americas. All right. Famously, it eventually reaches 13 colonies before the colonists revolt. Okay, and we have all those colonies listed there. So at this point, we have a thinking question. Okay, and I'm going to pose this question to you guys, but you're going to be answering it on your document. So the question asks, what's positive and negatives of being an early arriver to the American colonies? So try to think, what's good about arriving somewhere that's pretty uninhabited, and what are some negatives? All right. Also, I want you guys to think about, are all groups going through the same experience in the American colonies? So think about perspectives. Are all individuals experiencing the same American colonial endeavor? Okay, so on your document, once again, you have the opportunity to answer this question. All right, and now I'm going to actually shift to the document you guys are working on. So you can see this should all be completed by this point. All right, we've done the aim, we've done the do now, we've gone through the fast facts, and you should be answering in that space the thinking question. Okay, the next portion of the activity is really focused on you guys practicing document analysis. And we're going to do this in 4 steps, and they're all listed right here. So step 1, we're going to read the document questions. So when we see document 1 right here, step 1, we're actually going to go down to the questions. We're not even going to read the text right away. Okay? Step 2, turn the question into a sentence starter. Okay? So step 2 is going to be turning this question here into a sentence starter. So you're twisting the question into how you will begin your answer. Okay, so this question asks, why did Aquino and thousands of other Africans come to America during the colonial era? The sentence starter could be, thousands of Africans come to America, and then you will fill in the answer once you read the document. That's step number 3. Step 3, you're actually going to go back to the document. So we're actually working from the question back to the document. You're going to read the document, all right? And you're underlining information that answers the question. So we're trying to figure out, why are thousands of Africans coming to America, okay? And once you find that answer, you're going to underline it in the text. And then the last part is you're just plugging in your answer after your sentence start. Okay, so when we look at the handout, you'll see that you have one document, document 1, document 2, document 3, document 4. we want to make sure we are following all those steps that are listed in the instructions. Okay. One final piece for today, all right? We do have a summary task, okay? So we'll zoom in on it here in the PowerPoint. And when we look at this summary task, we're hit with two task bullets, two things you're being asked to do, okay? So task bullet 1, describe the historical circumstances surrounding this issue, all right? So this is really the who, the what, and the where. So try to explain to us what's going on with these documents. What are these documents addressing? Who are they addressing? What are they addressing? Where is this taking place? Bullet 2, you're identifying if these documents are addressing political, social, and or economic issues. Brief reminder, remember, economic is dealing with money. Political is usually dealing with government or rights. And social, we're looking at how people interact. Okay? And so what you're trying to do is give us in bullet 1 an overview of what's this set of documents addressing? What's going on surrounding these documents? And then bullet 2, you're trying to identify, are these documents addressing political, social, or economic issues? Okay, and what I've provided here is a paragraph plan for you, a topic sentence. What's the topic of focus for these documents? Introduce it in that first sentence. Then you're going to respond to task bullet 1. Bring in document evidence that supports your answer. Then you're just repeating those steps for document 2. Remember, when we're including document information, we should not be just dropping quotes in. It's not what we want to see. Summarize doc info in your own words. Okay, so bring in the document information in your own words. Use it to support what your answers are for these task bullets. Okay, so that's going to be all for today. So we've got content to help you out at the beginning. You've got the document work to practice, and then the summary task paragraph to kind of show your understanding of this document set. As always, if you have questions, if you have confusions, join our Zoom office hours. You can also type a comment in the Google Doc to let me know if you're having any issues, and I'll respond right away. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a great day, and I'll speak with you soon.